was born without tear ducts. That might have been Tori laughing.
Ba-ba-doo-doo, ba-ba-doo-doo, da-da. I love it so much. All the time, always. What's up, guys? How's it going? Thank you for tuning in to Plus Time, a live stream comedy show to get us all through this. I'm your host, Jameson Rogers. And as always, I'm here to remind you that even though things suck right now, there's at least a possibility that they won't always suck. They say comedy is just tragedy plus time. We're in the midst of endless tragedies, but if we keep using all this time to create things and we keep moving forward, then one day we can look back on all this and laugh, right? It is if the world continues to spin. Getting us started off right is my co-host of 35 episodes, my brother of 28 years, Drew Rogers, everybody. Hey, what's going on, man? That's the first time I think that I haven't looked at the intro I wrote out. I was just like, I'm going to go from my head. I memorized it after 35 episodes.
It was good. So. It felt like more natural.
Did it? You know? Cool. I won't read ever again on this
I don't know. The timies will have to tell us. Like, I'm surprised.
Yeah, let us know, timies.
Have we adopted that one officially?
I think we have. Like when Ty was on that day, he said timies, and it just felt right, you know. So, and I haven't heard any objections. If you object to being called that, then let us know, and we won't call you that anymore.
Yeah, and
what were you saying?
You got a haircut.
I did get a haircut. Yeah, got a haircut because we had to go to our grandfather's funeral on Saturday, and he was a really well put together guy. You know, always shaved. I considered shaving off the goatee too, but I'm glad I didn't. You know,
that would have been a horrible mistake.
Would have freaked everybody out as soon as I took my mask down to like. Oh, what's going on? Yeah, but I figured I should probably like clean up my look a little bit because out of respect to him, you know. And I like it. I'm like actually pretty pleased by how it went. And it was cool. Like when I went to get my haircut, there was like a little dog in there. I walked in and there was just like a huge guy sitting in a barber's chair, just like holding this tiny like puppy like this. I was like, I don't know what's going on. And then like that guy got up and he left, and the puppy was kind of running around. They're like, oh yeah, like the owner of the dog, he just like went out for lunch, and we're just kind of hanging out with him for a little while. And then so like puppy's barking at the door, and I'm just like sitting there getting my hair cut. And the lady who wasn't cutting my hair, she walks over, she grabs the dog, she goes, "You like dogs?" I was like, yeah. She didn't sound anything like that. I don't know why I did that voice. "You like dogs?" I was like, yeah. And she goes, "Hold this," and she like puts this dog in my lap. And then
what kind of dog was it?
It was like a Yorkie or something. She said it was only like 4 months old. It was a little yappy, but it was a nice little dog. So I'm like holding this dog, and she was like, "I would make my client hold the dog, but he has a beard." And right as he was saying she loves beards, she just like grabbed onto my beard like the little puppy did. I was like, this is adorable, right? And then so like my beard is shorter because the dog cut it with her teeth. That's not true. I don't know why I riffed that. Anyway,
speaking of puppy, I spent a ton of time holding the puppy today.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Our sister Caitlin
just got a dog.
Yeah, and not sure what it is, but it's fucking adorable.
Really cute dog. I've only seen pictures. I haven't like gotten a hold of him yet. Big paws. So I'm guessing like I think it's gonna be a big ass dog.
Yeah,
which is fine. Yeah, that's cool.
I like dogs.
I like dogs too, man. I haven't had a dog in a long time now, you know, but it's good when I get to visit you and your dog. And now there's dogs that I know. I know a lot of dogs.
The dogs everywhere.
I know all kinds of dogs,
but I thought it was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. One thing that sets us apart on this show from people like the Jimmies of late night, you know, all of them Jimmies, is that Drew is more talented than Paul Schaefer or any of those people. No, Drew draws.
I like to think somewhere out there, Paul Schaefer just shed a tear. He didn't hear it.
He didn't hear what I was saying.
He knows.
He just felt it in the force, you know. But yeah, Drew will participate in the conversation, but also he will be drawing things based on the conversation, and then we can see by the end kind of a whole kind of tapestry of what has gone on in the episode. Like we can show you. This is last week, right here. What we got there?
Yeah.
We got birthday part 2. Oh yeah, Hot Bimbo's Revenge. That was Courtney and Olivia insisted that I introduce them as Hot Bimbos, and then we had a whole vegan Reuben situation. Yeah. Some good stuff. Good stuff. So keep an eye out, and at the end of the episode, you will see the drawing that Drew drew when he drawed it. So
that's where it is so far.
Yep.
Nothing.
So far, just. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Blank. Nothing. But we got the date and the number of the episode. So
let's do this.
Let's do this, you guys. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back from break, we will have our first guest. Does that sound good to you, Timies?
Yeah.
Let me check the comments real quick. Okay, cool. My girlfriend thanked me for keeping the goatee. That was good. I thought there was going to be Timies disputing what they were called, but it seems like everybody's pretty okay with that. So. And that is a photograph from our very talented brother Cameron, who is a very talented photographer. So you can follow him on Instagram probably, but I said this last week and I forgot to look at what his Instagram is because I'm a bad man. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get to our first guest. This is one of my favorite comics and just an all-around good dude. Good to hang. What's another good thing I can say? He's one of the 5 founding fathers of the Glass Cannon comedy gang. Put your hands for Ian Miller. What's up, buddy?
How's it going? I'm not on mute.
No, you're cool. That's going, man. What about you?
I'm good. I did 2 in-person comedy shows and those were shows 3 and 4 in the past 12 months that I did in person. I apologize, 4 and 5 that I did in the past 12 months in person. So I've just been riding that high for a week now.
Yeah,
so
I don't blame you, man.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
I'm getting a contact high just hearing it. That's how starved I am.
No, it was a good time. It was a good time. I found the person that asked me to do the 2 spots was a fellow that was Puerto Rican and Chinese, which is as close to being a Korean and Mexican as you can be without being Korean and Mexican. So
yeah.
I felt like we had a kinship. It was a good time.
That's cool. That kind of reminds me too, by the way. I got a new snack subscription service.
Oh yeah.
Right? And today I got these. Did it come up? There we go. Oh, sorry. Yeah. We got Korean churro snacks, and I was like, Ian might like that.
Yeah, I think everybody would like that.
It's so
specifically
good. It's the best one I've gotten in the snack box so far. But I was like, this reminds me of Ian. I gotta tell him about this. But
he called me. He called me and he was like, Ian's going to love these. And I was like, Jameson, it's 4 a.m. What are you doing?
It's I haven't even eaten it yet. But how were the shows? The shows were good?
The shows were good. They were in Mount Vernon and we had a good time. It's this place called Stein Brewery. If you're a comedian and they ask you to tell jokes there, go do it. They're really nice people. The room is really cool. The only thing that sucks is that the way that they put you, they have people on the left side of you and the right side of you, so you feel like, I hate doing that thing where you feel like you're talking to 2 sides of the room. That's not my favorite.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's it. That was
that's uncomfortable.
At this point, I would just do a whole circle if I
bro,
this is just like Kings of Comedy.
I'm
so happy to see all of you.
If only I were that talented. What I ended up doing was I just told him, I was just like, listen, I'm not turning. Whoever is the best crowd for the first 5 minutes gets me for the rest of the time. That was my idea, and it worked. It got me some some places that didn't there were lulls, and you could tell they were like, shit, we don't want to lose privileges. So
did you ever get to a point where it's you were kind of losing this side, so you just kind of turned over to just make sure that they knew to keep their place?
Yeah, exactly. Literally just okay, well, apparently that's not your cup of tea, maybe this is their cup of tea, we'll see if you earn your place back.
Weird that they divided the room specifically on who likes and dislikes Cheetos. That's like,
Yeah, weird.
you know, seating arrangements, right? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Oh yeah, we're timies. You said that. I just realized you said that.
That's me.
Yeah, that's you.
We're timies.
We are timies. Everybody's timies. Appreciate it. Ian, you ready to play a game?
Hell yeah.
Sweet. This is a game, of course, that we like to call. I just made duck l'orange while we were waiting for that intro to finish.
It's probably the most underrated intro in a TV and or internet show probably ever.
I'm a big fan of it. I like
It's so long.
so long.
So long.
It is nice because I usually do take a nice break and just kind of stretch things out, cut my fingernails or whatever that I need to do. But here we go. Share screen. Okay. So, whose neighborhood today is what's on the menu and how did it get here? And the way this is going to work, I believe this was your suggestion too, Ian, is like we're going to show, what is it, babe? It's like a place. We show a place, and then we have to guess what's on the menu and how it got there.
Boom.
I think is this based on the vegan Reuben situation from last week?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, there was a whole thing about vegan Reubens last week, and then Ian went to that. Is it the same bar you said?
Yeah, it was that same bar. They had like a special St. Patrick's Day menu because the first show was on Wednesday. They had a special, and that was their vegetarian while also being Irish option was a vegan Reuben.
I gotta know what's in it. Did you take a picture of the menu or anything?
No, they didn't even have it. It was just like on a TV. So they had this like big TV, and then it would just be like, we have a vegan Reuben, and every time that like I would be like it just like rotated, and I would always catch the last second of it, go to take a picture of it, and then eventually after swiping or missing on that so many times, I was just posted the Facebook status where I was just like, you won't believe this.
I was very pleased to hear that too. I'm excited because like now I want to try it, and I like vegan stuff, okay, but I just want to know what is on it,
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Like is it tempeh? I still don't know what tempeh is. I was supposed to make something with tempeh one time, and then they didn't have it at the store, so I'm still guessing. God. What's going on here? Babe, it's still loading, babe. My bug. Hold on. Okay. Talk amongst yourselves, you guys.
So I had a really weird thing happen this week or last week. I don't know. I think it was on Wednesday of last week. There's a little break in these trees that against these two neighborhoods. I'm living with my parents at the moment in like a very old people area. So I walked through this tree line and
oh yeah, tell me about this.
I see this lady staring at me with her phone up. And then like as soon as I look at her, she like turns away. And so I'm walking through this like other neighborhood because it's got a nice like walkway or whatever. And I come back and there's a police officer there. And he's like, hey, we got a call or a disturbance. They said that a suspicious character was in the area. I don't know if they knew him or whatever. I've been spending too much time around a 5-year-old than a 3-year-old.
Not getting the tenses quite right.
No. Anyways, I was a suspicious character. And nothing happened. And then this lady's husband was like, hey, you mind not walking through there? It's just we're trying to patch it up and hobos and bad people will sleep back there. This is just a small tree line. too.
Yeah.
This is like one you can see through very easily. I was like, sure, whatever. And then
People are
his
just
wife,
paranoid and they don't have anything better to do. Sometimes it's like,
and then his wife came over and was like, "Don't go through that tree line." I was like, "You live in a condo. You don't own it."
Yeah. God,
So
people, man.
people,
Yeah.
they're the worst.
yeah.
Okay. Drew, you want to take
Anyways.
first? Heart Attack Grill, over 350 pounds, eats free. Drew, what's on the menu and why did it get there?
I'm gonna say bull testicles, and that's what you have to eat. The 350 pounds of bull testicles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's how they harvest them.
I was interpreting that as like if you're over 100 or 350 pounds, you eat free. But you're
Yeah.
saying if you eat over 350 pounds of bull testicles,
Bull testicles.
then your meal is free.
Yeah. What, you haven't heard of that before? Is
Makes
it not-
perfect sense to me.
Oh, Missouri's a weird
So how did
place,
that get to the menu?
guys.
Why is that on the menu?
Fucking duh.
That's a good answer.
He rests his case on duh.
Yeah. I thought there was going to be more for a second. I thought there was a comma there, but it was like, no, that's all you need to say, I think.
It's game over.
Oh, man. Okay. I'm going to say just lard. Like, that's all. Like, there's like a thing on the menu that is like just like an actual tub of lard, but you can get it like a la mode with ice cream on top of it, too.
What's
And
it,
it's just-
is it named after somebody?
Oh, yeah. It's
What's it
it's
called?
named after Craig Tubbelard. And his deceased wife, Alamode Tubbelard. So that's what that's named after. And the reason it's on the menu is because they thought, like, is the name too subtle? We just want to make sure that we let everybody know what we're about.
Fantastic. I give out points, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I can choose.
Sorry, I forgot to say that. You can give out points based on any criteria you want.
Yeah, I watch the show. I am going to give I'm going to give 7 points to you. And that is because I believe that those are both fantastic names. And what you said reminded me of the movie Down Periscope, and I'm a big Down Periscope fan.
Big Kelsey Grammer guy. Huh?
Big
Nice.
Kelsey Grammer guy, yeah. But there's a scene in that where he says, "Why do we have the coffee, or why do we have the lard in the cabinet in front of the coffee? Do you think I wake up in the morning and want a steaming fat bowl or steaming hot cup of lard?" And I was just like, you can get that there. You know what I mean? Like that is something that you could get steaming hot or a la mode. So there's that.
Yeah.
Drew, I'm gonna go ahead and give him 11 points. Because 7-Eleven is a good convenience store chain. Also, just I absolutely love the fact that you have to eat over 350 pounds of something. That's so incredibly much to eat. Like just because you gotta figure, they're like, how much food do you think they have in
Right.
there to have 350 pounds go to every challenger that like dust it off?
How
And you
much?
would imagine that, like, after one ball, you're like, you know what?
I'm good. Yeah.
All
also
right.
that's
It's just like
testicles.
this one guy who shows up every week, and he's just like, boy, gotta get my fill of 350 pounds of bull testicles. I assume they're all a pound each. I don't know.
Yeah, that's an episode of Man versus Food I would have eaten, or I would have watched, not would have
Yeah,
eaten. If he was just like, well, I'm gonna try to eat 350 pounds of bull testicles. Yeah.
Kelsey says, plot twist, it's a place where you just do rails of blow off a hibachi grill.
Hibachi grill. Shout out Kelsey. One of
Shout
my
out
favorite
Kelsey Lane.
Human beings on the planet.
Yeah. All right. Heart Attack Grill in Las Vegas, Nevada. Multiple spokespeople have died of heart attacks. Servers are called nurses and bring wine in IV bags. Holy shit.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. Talk about also just having like, I like to say, if you're going to talk about it, be about it. And
Yeah.
those spokespeople are literally having Heart Attack Grill. So they're the like all about talking about it and being about it.
Mhm.
So respect.
Can you imagine they just like try to rebrand and they just have like some person eating a vegan Reuben or whatever, like their spokesperson.
And they're like, "Oh no, we accidentally put bull testicles in that."
It's not vegan at all.
Yeah. Okay. What's on the menu and why? I'm going to say this place looks like, well, first of all, this right here seems like a two-way mirror to me, right? It seems like this is a place where you can be watched, right? And I'm pretty sure, just like based on the kind of general vibe I'm getting around here, that you can eat like edible things that are just like normal things that aren't usually edible. You know what I mean? Like maybe somebody at this table has like a typewriter or something. And like maybe somebody over here just like has like this chair right here. They just like the waitress comes out and she's just like, "Oh, this chair is actually your meal." And they're like, "What the fuck?" You know what I mean? Yeah. And how did these things get onto the menu is the second question I have to ask, and I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay, so it's like the Monopoly guy, or like you ever see Rat Race? You know, with John Cleese, he's just like got a bunch of rich friends behind here, and they're just like, let's just see if we can make them eat this stuff. But here's the twist too: is like they present it as like, oh, this is all edible stuff. This typewriter, this chair, all this stuff. Like it's a fancy restaurant. You got to pay extra so you can like eat this shit that looks like other shit. But the fact of the matter is, it's just a fucking typewriter. It's just a fucking chair. And these people don't know. They're just like, oh man, I did pay a lot. I feel like I've got to get my, and they're just convinced themselves that they love it. Yeah. That's what I got. So
I thought of a mirror as well, but it's not a two-way mirror. It's just a single mirror. And what they serve is, it's called the dinner for one. And so you sit in, your preferred chair. You sit down and you get a 3-course meal. It's a subpar salad, a steak that's overdone, and potatoes that are clearly not mashed. They're like, smashed. And
smashed potatoes.
Anyway.
Are they at least like cooked, or are they just like
partially?
Somebody threw a potato.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. And the why is because lonely people have to eat too.
Okay.
Fair point. Should I reveal this first? I don't know. What do you think, Ian?
I don't want it clouding my judgment.
Fair.
I don't want it to be this person's actually closer.
Right.
So I think that we're gonna go with 5 points to Drew. About half, just under half of what he got last time. And that's mainly because this time it bummed me out. Cards on the table. I do appreciate him drawing the line of distinction between the smashed potatoes and the mashed potatoes. I think that's
very important.
Very important, and not enough people do it. The fact that you specifically mentioned that they were halfway cooked, I could taste how bad they tasted in my mouth. Because a half-cooked smashed potato is like essentially dirt. So that wasn't really great. So that's why you get this slight deduction this time. Jameson, I'm going to give you 10 points because my first reaction to this was also everything in this is like those chairs look chocolate. Those chairs, right? Like I've seen that episode of Scrubs, like where they eat everything in this, where they eat everything in this. Also, what's the deal with this A-frame guy over here?
I was wondering about that.
Just a random thing, which again makes me feel like you're supposed to eat everything in this room.
Right.
So I think you're really on point there.
You have it. Metropolitan Grill in Seattle, Washington. Apparently, very fancy. So yeah, we were both pretty close on the fancy.
Yeah.
By the way, you're talking about the potatoes. I remember one time I was watching. You remember Hulk Hogan had that reality show for a minute?
Oh yeah.
Hogan Knows Best.
Hogan Knows Best.
Yeah. And I remember one time he was just like talking about how he used to eat raw potatoes, like when he was broke or whatever. It was like, I mean, you don't have to have money to
Cook potatoes.
cook your potatoes, man. You know? But then he was just like slicing out potatoes and just like eating like raw potatoes. Like, man, this guy's hardcore. Anyway,
Yeah, it's like maybe you weren't that poor. Maybe you're just weird. You know what I mean?
maybe you just don't like
Like,
flavors,
Yeah.
brother.
What a weird show.
Ooh.
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
All right, Drew. Oh my
Let's see.
god.
They will serve absolutely anything you want because you don't actually eat real food here. It's a world where you can eat like digital food, but nobody's ever hungry. Nobody ever has to like shit or pee. You just keep going. So it's just like you sit down and it's like, oh, this looks delicious. Vroom, vroom. I bet that tasted good. You ready to go? So
It's like I remember going to Disney World and they had like a hologram, like a plate of hologram cookies in like Mickey Mouse's house. It's just
Mhm.
like, you know, is it like that? It's just like holograms.
just lies, yeah.
Just lies.
Just nothing but lies.
Just lies.
Oh man. And actually, I cards on the table. I do know what this is. This is the cafeteria
Jameson.
from the Ohio Union. So, where I used to clean it as a janitor back in the day.
Ohio State Union?
Yeah, this is the Ohio State Union.
And is it all supposed to look like it's toilet themed?
Yeah, toilet themed. You know, maybe I'm getting two things mixed up because I definitely like cleaned that dining room and a lot of toilets when I was a janitor there. So maybe
Shit.
maybe I'm wrong about that. But that's what I think.
Yeah. Is that your answer for what?
That's my answer. Why not?
What's served there? Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Oh yeah. What's on the menu? I forgot. Like that's
Yeah.
another
What's
thing
on the
that I
menu
need to
and
say.
not name this restaurant?
Yeah. Okay. What's on the menu here? Nothing but chocolate mousse. I'm guessing.
That's what I was going with. I was going
Yeah.
with it would be poop adjacent looking.
Yeah.
They would try to serve poop adjacent stuff.
Is that the name of the restaurant?
Poop adjacent stuff.
It should be.
I hope
I'm
so.
gonna go with. Are you done, Jameson? I'm sorry. I feel like I may have cut you off.
No, I think I'm done. Yeah, I had to think about it for a minute, but yeah, that
Okay.
seems like what I got.
I'm gonna go with. Shit, I don't even know. Get it? Because they're all toilets. We're giving Drew a big 20 point thing.
Nice.
Yeah. You.
Fair.
Yeah, and then we're gonna give you half that, Jameson, and we're gonna give you 10. Drew, you win because you got a big pop out of me with "It's All Lies." That tickled me. That was a really good one. Also, the fake eating reminded me of the fact that all of the children that were in the Lost Boys in the movie Hook, starving. All of them had no actual food. They just had that like
You have
fake
to
food.
imagine
Yeah,
this
yeah.
goo.
Yeah. Hilarious. One of them's still fat. Like, so
Right?
that
Yeah,
sucks
yeah.
to be that kid. He's like,
How did that happen?
I
Not
don't
anymore,
even.
by the way.
Oh,
I
really?
saw like a picture of like I could be wrong, but I feel like I saw a picture of like the Lost Boys reunion, and they like that dude was like in shape. He was
Thud
like,
butt?
yeah.
Got sick
I
of
got-
people calling him Thud butt. For
Yeah,
sure.
probably. He's like, damn, can't live
Yeah.
this down unless I'm
Yeah,
scary
yeah.
big.
Yeah. Man,
I know,
I
it's
fucking
expensive.
love that movie.
That's a great movie, man. It's been a little while, but was that
How
Spielberg? I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's Spielberg. Yeah.
Yeah, because you should Google like Steven Spielberg, Julia Roberts, because he fucking hated doing that movie with her.
Really?
Yeah, called her Tinker Hell exclusively.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because she. Fun fact: one of my favorite movies. I've done like a ton of research. She had a person whose only job it was to wash her feet.
Jesus.
Because she's barefoot and like flying that whole movie. She was like,
okay.
never while I'm on screen will I have dirty feet. So there
Oh,
was just
man.
like a person whose entire job. Somebody's knocking on my door real quick.
Carl's
let
not
that-
happy.
Yeah, Carl is furious. So give me 2 seconds
Yeah,
while
no
you
worries,
bring
man.
up the next thing.
All right. Modern toilet in Taipei, Taiwan. Turd sub sandwich. The constipation black stool chocolate snow shaving and urine clots mango snow shaving. I'm really upset that I left this on the screen for as long as I did without reading it. So, sorry, people. Sorry, Timies.
Also, did you just hallucinate that was an OSU? Or was
No,
that a joke?
that was just fucking
okay, I literally was just like, oh man, how dope is that?
Ooh, Hulk Hogan! Holy shit! Hulk Hogan came up. That's nuts. Hulk Hogan's Pasta Mania. Okay. Holy shit. I'm very excited about this now, you guys. Hulk Hogan's Pasta Mania. What is on the list? I'm gonna say what is on the menu? I'm gonna say I'm trying to think of the best pasta to put a Donkey Kong pun into, and I'm just failing right now. It's on like Donkey Rotini. That doesn't work. But I'm gonna say it. It's on like Donkey Rotini because he wrote the menu and he's not great at puns. That's the thing. And why is it on the menu? Because he used to say that. He used to say that all the time. And also he's like, I don't know. We gotta try anything. Because these shelves were our last customers, and they killed themselves by jumping off the roof of Hulk Hogan's Pasta Mania. True.
Oh, the shelves thing got me.
No, that was comedy gold.
All right, brother. So he it's called Pasta Mania, but they just serve potatoes that are raw. And that's why he talks about it all the time in the reality show, because he was really trying to get some foot traffic through there. And initially it was like he was going to do a pasta restaurant, and then they shipped in 2 huge truckfuls of potatoes, and he's like, what am I supposed to do with this, brother? And so he eats potatoes, and when the restaurant goes belly up, he's just still in there eating potatoes. There's a surplus still. So if you listen really close, you might hear him chomping down and still saying brother.
I love that. I love both of your answers. Like, this is really hard for me to pick to give points to. Jeez.
The last one. This one counts, you guys.
Oh man, the sentient shelves killing themselves is pretty great. The fact that you do use raw potatoes to make pasta taste better if the sauce and or pasta is too salty makes me want to give Drew buku points.
Yeah. Plus callback points. I gotta give you that.
Plus callback points. Like, also, how did you know to bring up Hulk Hogan earlier? Like,
dude, I just
wild.
heard raw potatoes, and that's what came. And Anna, she thought that I like peaked because that's what she said. She said, "I thought you peaked."
I thought you peaked. Damn,
nope, didn't know anything about that. So that was a happy accident.
That's wild. So yeah, I think that we're going to give Drew 4 points for the callback, for the all of it, the raw potato, the culinary advice. But we're gonna go ahead and give you 13 points because you can predict the fucking future. And that's pretty wicked. Also, is it me, or is the restaurant owning version of Hulk Hogan already Guy Fieri? Like, he likes to call people brother. He's got like terrible hair.
Before he even opens anything, he's like, that's where he's at.
Just boom. Yeah, that's where
Hulk Hogan's Postomania, previously located in the Mall of America in Bloomington, Minnesota. The sign from Hulk Hogan's Postomania resurfaced on an abandoned building in the West Bank neighborhood of Minneapolis. Both sign and building are now gone. That's hilarious. So someone stole that and then put it on this building.
Bro, that's so fucking cool. That's so cool. Like,
Holy shit.
Awesome.
I love victimless crimes. I love victimless crimes. Like, I
That's
think
a damn good one. That's a
everybody
fun crime.
should go out and commit victimless crimes all the time. I think that it's great. The fact that you're not only stealing something that nobody owns, but then just affixing it to something else that also nobody owns is chef's kiss.
That is really good.
Chef Hulk Hogan's kiss. Also, why did he choose of all places to open a pasta restaurant in the Mall of America?
Yeah,
Like,
right?
that is just he lives in LA. Like, why not?
I don't know.
Hulk Hogan, you crazy.
He's crazy.
Crazy.
All right. Thanks. Put your hands for Ian Miller, everybody. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have our next guest. Sound good to you? Sounds good to me. It sounds good to all of us, right?
Yeah.
We tied. We're tied again. We tied like 2 weeks ago. I don't remember who won last week, but
Yeah.
I'm betting it was you. I think it was you. You usually do
Probably.
pretty good. But yeah, tied again. We can both wear
We'll say
sweaters
yes.
and have names and stuff. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
Nice.
I've been drinking this AHA, like it's like a seltzer water that has like two flavors combined, and I've really enjoyed every single one that I've had, but not this one. It's black cherry and coffee, and it tastes like a Tootsie Pop that you left on your dashboard on a hot day. So just wanted to complain about that for a second. Give me one moment to put it in my cup because I'm not wasteful. So
Classy.
coming up next is, are you ready to get to our next guest, Drew?
Let's do it.
All right, cool. Next guest is one of my favorite people as well. She's a very talented musician and podcaster, burlesque dancer. Please put your hands together for, nope, that's not how we say it here. Please put your hands for Jessica Ward. Hey,
Hello. Hi.
how's it going?
Hello.
It is going well. How are you guys doing?
Oh, you know,
Good. I like your hat.
Thanks.
That's a good hat.
Oh, he's over here. I have Nicolas Cage over here.
Oh yeah,
See
very
him?
nice. Is it one of the sequence ones?
It
Where you
is.
just, like-
I got him
that's
for
amazing.
Christmas. Yeah. That's what
That's
my
awesome.
husband thought would be a good Christmas present.
That's a damn good Christmas present, isn't it?
I think it's great. Yeah.
Dude, I just feel like there's not enough Nicolas Cage in my house already.
You know
So
what
that's
is so
good for you guys.
for him, I got him a Nicolas Cage cell phone case because I was like, we need more.
That's like the gift of the Magi, right?
Right, yeah. Yeah.
It's like both Nicolas Cage.
Right.
next Christmas, you guys gotta all.
We're gonna
in.
get Winston, our child, something Nicolas
There
Cage.
you go. No, you get him Nicolas Cage.
We'll
Like-
purchase
Mhm.
Nicolas Cage. Yeah, I'm sure
That's
I'm sure he'll be okay with that. And he's like, I need a house.
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
How does your son feel about Nicolas Cage?
He likes the history of swearing on Netflix.
Yeah.
We watch that as a family. It's a good,
Beautiful.
solid family show, perfect for 8-year-olds.
I've only seen, I think, the first, like the fuck episode.
Yeah,
So
they're
far,
pretty good. I like them. I like them a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty solid.
I'm very excited for just like everything. Like I feel like Nicolas Cage has a bunch of shit coming up. Like he's got one movie coming up where he plays himself.
Yes, I've heard
called-
of that.
Yeah. It's called like I've got to look it up real quick, but it's something like the unbearable pressure of enormous talent or something to that effect.
Yeah, no, that sounds right.
Yeah.
That sounds just right.
But
I
that's
really
very
hope right
cool.
now that you're sketching Nicolas Cage.
I hope so too.
I'd be like, wait, why did this come up? Oh, Nicolas Cage pillow, Nicolas Cage
Right,
movie.
right.
Nicolas,
They're
oh,
doing
good
a Face Off sequel too, by the way. And
No,
I'm
that
excited about that
should
too.
never happen. But
Dude, that's what okay. So first of all, they said when they first announced it, it was like Face Off reboot or remake, and I was like, never, do not do that. There's no reason to do that at all. And then like recently, the guy who's directing it is like, well, we're bringing them back or whatever, and I was like,
that's the only positive, I guess.
yeah, like I'm on board. The unbearable weight of massive talent. That's a good title.
Yeah, no, that sounds like he made that up for sure.
Right?
Oh gosh. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'm definitely on board. It says a cash-strapped Nicolas Cage agrees to make a paid appearance at a billionaire superfan's birthday party, but is really an informant for the CIA since the billionaire fan is a drug kingpin and gets cast in a Tarantino movie.
Oh no!
That's like the greatest fucking thing I've ever heard.
Oh Lord!
Oh my god!
Okay, no.
Sorry, I bet you didn't expect us to go on such a Nick Cage tangent. Right,
you know what?
That,
I didn't, but I'm here for it. It's fine. I bet
I'll
you're
go on rants about most Coppolas. That's kind of my thing.
Right.
Yeah. Well, hey, yeah. There's a lot of them, so.
All right, whole bunch of them, all pretty talented. Roman Coppola, he's fine. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I don't want to go down the Coppola family tree right
I
now.
was gonna say, do you have it somewhere in your house?
Just up here, baby. I'm sorry about the finger guns, everybody.
Hey,
all the time.
listen. Timies. I love it, by the way. Keep it.
Time is sweet.
Yeah, totally.
Shout out Timor again. The best in the damn biz. So what have you been up to? How have you been spending this?
Yeah,
year?
the time. Well, podcasting still. Doing Revolution Rosies. As a matter of fact, as soon as this is over, I'm planting myself still in this chair, and we're doing our podcast. We've been doing it through Zoom.
Nice.
Thanks. Yeah. I do it with Betty LaRue, and we talk about badass women in history and up until now. And we do like every other. So she has one episode at the beginning of the month, and then I take over the end of the month. And then it's on all podcasting platforms, including YouTube and Spotify, all of them. And then Electro Cult Circus. We have been doing, Casey and I have been doing live streams and making music at our house. But we actually have a virtual show this upcoming Saturday for a troupe in Dayton called Yellow Cab Cabaret. So that'll be really exciting because we don't really have to do much of anything but watch. We just submitted videos and we get to just sit back and watch the show. Yeah. So it's going to be really cool. Yeah. So it's going to be on Saturday, and I think it's going to be streaming from YouTube and Facebook.
That's exciting.
Nice.
Yeah. Maybe some other things, but of course it's way cooler to be there, but you know. Oh, and I just saw that Anna follows Revolution Rosies. That's awesome. That's so exciting. Yeah. Yay, thanks so much. But yeah, it's gonna be really cool to like actually do a show without having to do a show, you know. But we really miss the stage, like you guys were just talking about doing comedy and missing it.
I'm jealous that Ian's kind of like getting back in. Like, it's been a long time for me. Like, this is as close as I get. Really.
Yeah. We just did a big room show for CD 92, 99.2 or whatever they are now.
Where were we at now?
92.9, whatever. But
don't forgive us. They understand. That we're
Stop
still adjusting.
But yeah, that was really cool. That was as close as we've gotten to doing like a show for people since like October. We did an outdoor show, but we're getting there. We're getting there, guys.
We're getting there, and we're all finding our ways. We're making it work. Yeah. So that's exciting though, and like people are getting vaxxed and whatnot. So it's just like cool.
Yeah. We're getting there.
You can almost taste it in the air. Like,
we started a kids show with Winston.
That's right,
the Corona Kids Hour, and he asked me today. He's like, "What are we gonna do when there's no more coronavirus? What are we gonna call ourselves?" I was like, "Excellent question, sir. Got to think that through." So
we've been kind of thinking about that too. Like I mean, time is a constant, luckily. So like the title still fits.
Right.
It's just like I'm curious, like what form this show will take as things.
You could do it more like a variety show like that still streams on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And we could be in the same room. Drew, you and I, like, we could be hugging the whole time. Probably.
You can not
The
like
whole
hold
time.
hands.
We could-
and, like,
yeah, I don't know.
It'll be more challenging on Drew then too.
Just
He'd have to draw with
not
one
my
hand
draw.
and not
One
even
hand.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dragon.
I'll make sure I'm on the left side of you. And then
Really
we'll be
show off the
fine.
talent then.
Yeah. So, Jessica, are you ready to play a game?
I am, yes. I've got my Ninja Turtles on, so I'm ready.
Perfect.
Nice.
This is a game called Alright, so the way this game works is I will show you a character that Drew has drawn when Drew drawed said character. And then we're going to ask you some questions about it, try to flesh them out. You ready?
I'm gonna try my best.
Okay, so here's your guy right here. Oh, there we go.
All right.
There
Can I just guess?
Oh no, there's no guessing. You make the answers. It's up to you. You are like it's like you are the legal guardian of this basketball man. You know what I mean?
So I just tell you who it is.
Yeah, I'll throw a question up. Like first off,
Okay.
what's this character's name?
It doesn't have to be the real thing.
No, there's
It
no
can be
real thing
whatever.
until you make it.
Okay. I'm not very clever, so this will be really hard for me. He
I don't
looks
think
like
that's
Meatwad from
Mhm.
Aqua Teen,
true.
but he's clearly playing basketball. He is a basketball. So like, he's an athlete. So I don't know how this will go. I'm not I'm not good at like putting things together. He's Meatwad. I thought that I was supposed to like get it right.
No, man. You just
no.
whatever name you want to give him. It's up to you.
Oh no.
What's a name you like that you wish you knew somebody by this name?
Okay, so like Wilt Chamberlain was a basketball player. So
Right.
like Meat Chamberlain.
Meat Chamberlain.
Meat
I love
Chamberlain.
that. I was gonna go with Wilt Wad, but that's better. I love
Wilt
that.
Wilt Wad is even better. See? Oh damn.
Well, which one is it then? Is it Meat Chamberlain or is it Wilt Wad?
One time I got in trouble because when I was younger, I tried to say country and pop mixed together as like a genre of music was cunt pop. So I'm going with your answer, Wilt Wad.
Wilt Wad. Okay, he's Wilt Wad. I love that. Okay, what's his job?
Construction.
Hmm.
Nice.
Okay, that
That
makes sense.
sweatband isn't it, it's to keep sweat out of his eyes when he's doing construction.
Right,
He doesn't
right.
wear a hard hat because he's made of meat.
Yeah,
He doesn't
okay.
need to. If something
makes
falls,
sense.
it just
I love that. He's
flat.
just like a meat wad that's got like
yeah. He could just be
rubber
reformed.
stretched around him.
Right.
I love that
Yeah.
so much.
He just reforms.
Is he good at construction? Is it hard to do
Oh,
without hands? Does he
yeah.
have hands?
He just like rolls over it and like fills in the gaps when needed.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. It's
Yeah.
like, man, how did you hammer all those nails? And he's like, just talented, man. And he just like rolls them around.
Yeah, it's
I
just
built
like
the whole house.
kind of. He's not good at it. He has his buddies do it, and he's cute, and he kind of is a sweet talker.
Yeah. So nobody's like
Ah.
really mad about it. It's just like,
No.
well, Wilt Watt asked me to do
Wilt
this. so
Watt.
I guess I'll
He's just
do
cute,
it.
and then they, shoot some hoops afterwards with him.
All right, where does he live?
Close to that poop restaurant in Taiwan. He loves it.
I love
He
that.
loves it there. He especially loves the urine clot stuff.
Oh yeah, big fan of that
Mm.
one, huh?
Mhm.
Okay,
That one,
That
for some
answers
reason,
this
made me
question.
gag.
Yeah. Oh, I
physically.
know. I wasn't looking at like that one's up for way too long. And then when I
For a
finally
really
looked at
long
it,
time.
once I got down to urine clot, whatever it was, it's like I am so sorry for everyone
Yeah,
who had
but
to
that
touch
answers
this.
this question. Then, what do they eat? He loves
Yeah,
the
yeah.
urine clot.
Loves that urine
whatever.
clot. Whatever it
It
was.
was.
I have this up so I can actually
Can't
check. Let me check.
Get enough.
Oh, can't
The
get enough of that
urine
urine
clot.
clot.
Oh, no, it's frozen. So.
Why
Doesn't
the word
matter.
clot? Like why?
Why clot? That does make it worse, doesn't
It
it?
does. Like if it would have just said like urine soaked, even like urine
Yeah.
something, but like why
I
the
would've been like,
clot?
okay, I could see how that's something.
Urine doesn't clot.
Yeah.
Urine shouldn't
Or
clot.
does it?
It's
I
a
don't know.
liquid,
Does-
like not a.
Do they add gelatin?
I don't know, man.
Well, now we
I don't
gotta
know.
Google the recipes.
I'd rather
Yeah.
not, but maybe we
don't
should.
Either.
Well,
This is
my
Timies.
test
If you're
kitchen's
curious,
my test kitchen's gonna take a sacrifice today. But I'll let you
I'm so
know.
sorry about your test kitchen because that's gross.
it's such a bummer. Okay, what's Will Watt's dream?
He does want bones. He wants to. He wants to be able to hammer those nails
yeah.
properly.
Yeah, that's noble of him, right? Because he's still getting the credit, getting paid for his construction job, but he can't actually do it.
He can't even write a paper, or he can't. He's been a songwriter for a long time, and he can't write down the songs, so he has to just remember them.
Remember him? Oh my gosh, that's so sad.
It's been really hard for him. Yeah.
But he has a good memory though, right?
Not really.
Oh
no, not really.
Poor guy.
Poor guy. Yeah, poor guy. He's been struggling. Wiltwood.
Poor guy.
Yeah.
Can we say
Poor
that
Wiltwood.
enough times?
Poor guy.
Okay. Now
Poor guy.
this is an important one for me.
Thing.
Poor old Wiltwood. What does he sound like?
Not like Meatwad at all. He actually has an English Cockney accent. And
Really?
he talks like this.
Oh, I see.
It's really deep.
I love that. Hello.
He talks like this. But he lives in Taiwan, and he's
Yeah.
it's very weird and mixed up. He doesn't quite know what he's doing.
I love it.
By the third restaurant later. It's
Hey, you know what they the third restaurant? Get me some.
especially because he's actually
supper.
very small. He's this big. Too.
Oh, is that right? Okay, yeah, I didn't even
Very
think about that.
confusing.
That
Yeah.
makes his construction job way more impressive too, right?
Yeah, well, like I said, he's
no
he's more
bones and yeah.
more like putty. So people
Yeah.
often roll him over a hole.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's good. Do they leave remnants of him behind to fill
Yeah.
holes and stuff? Oh,
Yeah.
so he just keeps getting smaller too.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
why
it's a
he
tough
is so
life for Will
small.
Wood.
He started out
Poor
much
guy.
Yeah,
Poor guy.
poor guy. That poor Will one. Okay, and this is arguably the most important question, Jessica.
Okay.
Who was his favorite member of the Wu-Tang Clan?
Albert Einstein.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He was in the clan very briefly. I said the clan, and I need to go
I
ahead and
was
take that back real
gonna
quick.
say you
He was in the
say that.
Wu-Tang Clan very briefly, Albert Einstein. And that's when RZA made a time machine and
Yeah.
accidentally went back.
Yeah, it was a strange time
Oh, so
for
just
both
because
the Klan and the Wu-Tang Clan. It was very
Yeah.
confusing. And Albert Einstein, they were all very mixed up.
Yeah, everybody was having a weird time. Poor
You're
guy.
like,
Poor little
What
guy.
is going on?
poor guy.
And meanwhile, Wiltwood is like, I don't know what's going on. Let's do some construction.
All I know is I like eating things that taste and look like they might be coming out of people. And I love it when Albert Einstein was writing the theory of relativity right next to Capadonna. Yep.
Just wanted hands. That's it,
Well,
Just
put your
like that.
hands for Wiltwood, everybody. Totally there. And put your hands for Jessica. We're going to take another quick break. And when we come back, we're going to bring everybody back.
What a story.
Right? Everybody,
Yeah.
all other person. So,
All other.
beautiful. Okay, you guys ready to answer some really dumb questions?
I think I just did, but let's
Do
keep it going.
Fair enough. Okay, first up. Okay, this is a question that is asked quite often. I've seen many memes to this effect. They say you can tell a lot about a person by how they know Tim Curry. So tell me, how did you first meet Tim Curry? How did you did that?
How did you do?
He's my biggest crush. In
that right?
One of them in Hollywood, yes. And I blame a lot of my relationships on Tim Curry, actually.
Mm.
And my mom loved Rocky Horror from the start of my childhood. So I watched that at probably way too young of an age. And also he was the voice of the bad guy on Fern Gully, which is my very favorite animated film.
Oh, I was thinking about like Nigel Thornberry. I totally forgot about Fern Gully. Yeah. Holy shit.
So I just right now, this moment, found out that the way that I met Tim Curry was the bad guy in Fern Gully. I didn't know that until right now. Big Fern Gully guy. Big Fern Gully guy.
That's right.
On these days. Like I don't feel like enough people are talking about it now. Let's see, what year was that? 92?
And then Avatar had to go and steal it. Like,
yeah, it's because they have Avatar now, and
that's why
blue people fucking that, and it's like slightly better than like a really eccentric bat, you know?
Yeah, but it's Robin Williams' bat.
Yeah.
Though, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you got Robin Williams, and you've got Tim Curry, and Krista's hot. Like, come on.
Krista's so hot. Like, it's
Samantha Mathis. Ooh, she's like real life hot too.
She reminds me of Krista.
So
really?
You talk about Tim Curry like setting you off on romantic endeavors. I don't think it is like a coincidence that a lot of the women that I have dated have had Krista's haircut. You know what I mean? Like
you're not wrong.
You know, like at all. Like it. Yeah. The first time I knew Tim Curry as Tim Curry was Home Alone 2.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
that's my answer. So
mine. Yeah.
Mind blowing though. Also, real quick before we go any further, my first ever podcast / internet show was with her. She's over there on the screen. Nope, I was right. They're both the same. She's over there on the screen. That's how I was pointing in the same direction with both hands. Yeah. Oddfellow Oddities at Bossy Girl. First time I ever did a podcast or a show on the internet. It's nice.
That show was a blast together too.
Oh, great time to all three people that saw it. Every show.
He's right upstairs.
Nice.
We love you, Casey. I think only Callie can hear me if I yell.
It's okay. I'll tell him later.
Tell him I love him.
Here.
I remember I was on like one of the last nights that we did at Tree Bar. We did like a special Oddfellows Oddity show.
That was the best one.
That was so much fun, and I think I went on at like 1:30 in the morning, and I had to be to work at 6. And I don't know how the hell I made it, but I did.
You guys two-parted that, right? You did 2 final shows.
I think so. Yeah.
That was wild. That was a good time.
It was fun. It was a fun time. We'll bring it back eventually, maybe.
An era of entertainment.
It was good times.
What about you, Drew? What was your Tim Curry exposure? Oh, sorry, this cat's asshole needed to be on screen.
Put that in your drawing, please. Oh, Clue.
Oh yeah.
Love Clue.
Clue's a really good answer too.
Casey still has never seen that somehow. I need to make that change.
It holds up. I watched it again pretty recently.
It does.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
What's a movie you love but you're tired of defending? Like your friends don't understand why you love it so much.
Oh, this is gonna be a weird take. I would not be surprised if nobody that is in this has seen this movie. It's a movie hated by everyone, football fans and non-football fans, but I fucking love it. It's called The Replacements.
Oh, I love The Replacements.
Oh, yeah,
it's such a good movie, and people like anytime you ever see a like best football movies of all time, I like open those up. Replacements literally never on there, and I'm just like, I will take Replacements over any of these movies any day of the week.
Jon Favreau is the best part of that movie.
Jon Favreau's in it. Keanu Reeves plays a second quarterback from Ohio State.
Yeah, that's right.
He also plays Johnny Utah in Point Break. Yep.
Yeah.
You've got fucking the dude from who I was just talking about him, and I can never remember his name. The guy that plays Clifford Franklin. He was also in the Sprite commercials and the movie Drumline. Oh fuck, he's super funny. Orlando Jones.
Oh, Orlando Jones. That's right. Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, he's the best.
Orlando
Okay,
Jones is the best.
He's so good.
Yeah.
That's why I was like really bummed that Evolution wasn't better than it was, because that would have been like so good for him. Anyway, he was also apparently like the best part of American Gods, and then they fired him apparently. I don't know. I haven't really been keeping up on it, but he's the best.
I was keeping up on that, and they like wrote him off the show abruptly and fired him from his writing job at the same time. Yeah.
It's bullshit.
And just like between seasons, they're just like, you're not coming back as a writer or an actor.
Very bad. That's a
and
bad
it's Orlando Jones. He's just like super talented always. It's a shame.
Yeah. Sorry about that burp, everybody. It was like right into the microphone.
My movie isn't really one that I have to defend to anybody except for my husband, but it's mostly because it's probably boring to everyone. Because I'm the only human being that I think has ever watched it ever.
What's that?
Waking Ned Devine. It's an old person movie. It's an old person movie. Like for real, it's an old person movie. And I only watch it because of the scenery. Fair.
Okay.
I'm old, okay? And it's like literally about old people.
How did I miss the entire movie? Jameson's Googling it. I'm Googling it. We're just like, how have I never heard or seen of this movie? It's like,
this seems like fun actually. It's
nominated
like,
for shit.
It's like highly.
It's really very good.
When a lottery winner dies of shock, his fellow townsfolk attempt to claim the money. That sounds like a blast to me.
It's really good, and I just think it's very cute and it's very comforting. It's my comfort movie. But like we all so Casey and I have these things that we just watch on our own, and that's definitely one of mine that he's like, okay, I guess I'll just go upstairs and paint. And I'm like, okay, bye. I'm gonna watch my movie about Ireland. See ya. I'm going to my dreamland. Like, so that's mine. I'm gonna turn my light down because this is very bright on my face.
I'm trying to think of one for me, but I always this is not one that I have to defend to a lot of people because it is like across the board pretty beloved, but it's like my favorite movie of all time, and some people look at me side-eyed about it, but Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle is a perfect fucking movie. Promise.
I've only ever seen it once.
Watch it again. It's so weird. Watch it again.
You should watch it again.
You should watch it again. No, that was my fucking Wilt Wad.
Wilt Wad. You should watch it again.
A mess. Harold and Kumar is one of those. Harold and Kumar and Letterkenny are the only two things where I was just like, oh, did you crawl inside my brain and get out just the funny ideas that I had and put this in this movie? Even where they're just like jamming out to Wilson Phillips, like it's a known thing.
Such a great moment.
That's my mom's favorite song of all time. So my childhood was just full of someone singing Wilson Phillips uncontrollably, including myself and my entire family. So like that scene in it, being the bro that I am.
Yeah,
chef's kiss again. I love it.
Whenever I hear that song, I like air drum like Kumar does about it and everything. It's a blast.
You have to.
The best. What about you, Drew?
I don't think I have to defend any movie. I can't think of any at the moment. Yeah, I've been racking my brain. I don't know. Also, I sent you the picture. But
cool.
It got to pop out of me already. That is a good picture.
Yeah, I don't know. White Christmas, the Frank Sinatra, Bing Crosby movie.
What? You'll never get a complaint out of me from that film.
Some people are like, "Oh my God, it's so slow, nothing happens," but that's how people feel about a lot of older movies. But that one I've gotten some shit for before.
Yeah.
Where it's like, but it's so boring, and it's like, no, I like I like singing. I like crooners.
It's amazing. I love it.
Yeah, that's a good one. All right, how about this? If you could meet your 10-year-old self, but you were only allowed to tell them about one album they should be excited about in the future, what would that album be?
A future album, not one from the past that they will be excited about in the future.
Right. Ooh, but I don't know. That's a good question though too, because sometimes it takes. You
When I
just
was
a long
10,
time to
I
get
didn't
exposed to
know.
stuff.
I didn't know what would be cool for me later.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
Yeah, if it has to be an album that's already been made, I think I've got an idea, but
Okay.
This
Well, that's
is
fine too.
this is in the future. Well, obviously it can't be in the future for fucking me. How could I tell myself to be excited about it? J. Cole's Forest Hills Drive album. It is celebrated as the last album in like fucking or one of the last albums in a very long time to go platinum with no features. And it is. I was a very late adopter to the rap game, like way later than I should have been, because that's what happens when you grow up in a town of just like old whites. There's just no one there to tell you that's what you need in your life. And I think that if I would have just been on Little Kitty and to just be like, hey, that album's fucking dope and going to be the gateway drug you need into like better rap, that like if I were to give that to a 10-year-old Ian, he would just be like, get the fuck out of here, like what are you doing? And
it's like the catalyst, huh?
Yeah, so I need something to just be like, look, it's not Eminem, but good. So that's what I would do.
Do you think 10-year-old Ian would be receptive to like older Ian?
Yeah. I think. We'll see. I look so much like my dad that I think I would just be at first shitty to myself because I didn't want to grow up and look like my dad. I'd be like, look at you fucking putz. Like, you know. But then when I was just like, listen here, you little shit, I think I'd get my respect real quick.
Yeah.
From myself.
Good.
Yeah.
You deserve it from yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know what I would. Well, I honestly like Jessica was saying, like I would probably go with something older as well.
I have two in mind. One newer, one newer to my 10-year-old self, and one older one.
Yeah,
in mind.
hit me. What you got?
So, old one that's going to change my future life from 10-year-old me to future me is Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars, David Bowie, because like that he's behind me too. But I'm like obsessed with him. But 10-year-old me didn't know that I would be obsessed with him.
Right. Yeah.
But then a newer one from then, I guess, would be Oracular Spectacular by MGMT, because I like the fact that like weird music is still able to be made and liked, you know, by people, you know, because like they're still being weird. That was one of my last concerts that I saw before the whole thing shut down with MGMT, and they were still just as weird. And like I like that we're able to be, you know, because Casey and I are in a weird band, so it's nice to be like, oh, good, we're able to still be weirdos. That's nice.
That's awesome.
So, there's no expiration date on it.
Right? Weirdos. Yeah, we can be.
Yeah, that's cool.
And like Flaming Lips would fit in that category too. But you know, I would say like MGMT on a smaller scale, and then you know David Bowie probably on the old one.
I changed my answer.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Nip Hussle the Great, Volume 2. It's a Nipsey Hussle album, and he actually samples MGMT on one of his songs.
Nice.
Yeah, and that song fucking slaps, no matter who you are. So
see,
I think
MGMT, they fit in every genre.
Oh yeah, 1000%. It's called "Call from the Bank." If you haven't heard it and you're listening to this, go listen to that song, and you'll just have a better day.
Sorry if I hit my microphone, so I'm sorry if that was loud. You said "Call from the Bank."
Yeah. It's a good one. It's just a great little mood boosting song. If that's your thing. If you like being happy, it's a good one for you.
Would
I
you also then prepare yourself, like your young self, for what happened to Nipsey?
I don't think you could be. I don't think
No,
you could be.
I don't think so either.
I think that it was one
Even
of
if you like gave him the date, it wouldn't be enough.
yeah, you were just like, oh man, you would just like have the
Well, but
whole
maybe you
time
could
leading
stop
up to
it.
Just
You know?
be like a fucking body guy. Just like I'm gonna wear a bulletproof vest and try to take as many bullets for Nip as I can. Yeah, maybe, but it'd be a toughie. Probably like one of the tragedies that I think of that like in this year where everything kind of just seems the same. It's like that and Kobe Bryant are the ones that I feel like just kicked it off, where it was just like, this feels weird and uncomfortable. And like, I wish it was going differently. So, but yeah, it's wild.
Yeah. Sorry to bring it down, I guess.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
It's just a bummer, man.
Talking about that stuff, so
Yeah.
keep it coming.
For me, I would say Dark Side of the Moon, which I discovered like 4 years later, but I was like so resistant to Pink Floyd at that time, and it really helped me, later. And Danger Doom, the Mouse and the Mask with MF Doom and Danger Mouse. Those would be the two, I think.
That's a good album because you'll miss it if you're not looking for it. You know
Absolutely,
what I mean?
yeah.
Like you have to be at least like weird rap adjacent to be able to pick up that album.
There's like so many like cartoon, like Meatwad's on that album. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You mean Wiltwad? Please get it right.
Wiltwad. Oh my!
Jeez.
How weird would it be if Wiltwad did have a verse on that album? If it was just like who knew he had bars with that accent?
I told you he was a songwriter. I told you.
Yeah.
That's true.
Wouldn't be surprised. It makes sense. Drew, do you have one?
I would tell myself to stop listening to Smash Mouth.
You should. You should go back and smash yourself in the mouth.
Never let it die. That's the band I never get tired of defending.
Yeah, that was the first album I ever bought, and like I loved it for like years. I was like, this is one of the greatest bands of all time, man. And I still will defend certain tracks, but I did love Smash Mouth at some point. All right, guys, that was great. Thank you guys for playing. Put your hands for everybody here. Of course, we'll go ahead and show Drew's drawing to you. There we go. What we got here, Drew?
So at the top left is you without a goatee. The goatee really distracts from your horrifying large eyes.
Why horrifying?
Below that is Ian, and he's got two different crowds on his side. He's very uncomfortable. Nice. The lard couple in a bathtub. Below that are bull testicles and a bowl.
Right.
Smashed potatoes, Chef Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
At the top right, you can see somebody stealing his sign.
Oh, nice.
Below that, there's a half-hearted Nick Cage, because I was like, I don't want to pull out my tablet and look at his face.
Not bad, though.
And below that is Tim Curry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
And then to the far right is Walt Wad looking at a bone store, wishing that he had bones.
He wishes so bad he had bones.
Love it.
Oh, poor guy misses his bones.
Poor guy.
Yeah, he put his hands against it to look, but he can't.
He doesn't have them, so he just presses his basketball head against it. He's like, dang it, I wish I had these bones.
I love how he turns more and more into a witch every time. Like it was a strong accent, and now it's just like he's gonna get somebody into his pot and turn him into stew.
Listen, he's got to get those bones somehow, Ian.
Okay.
I love the idea of him like seeing somebody walk out of the store with a femur and just turn around and like Charlie Brown walk.
Right. But he's just gotta like turn downward because he's just a sphere. And he's just like,
He's just got to roll down the hill. And hope
All
that
right.
somebody helps him in the door.
Yeah. All right. First off, put your hands for Ian Miller, everybody.
That's me.
Yeah, you should follow Glass Cannon on Twitch. Subscribe if you can on there. They do a lot of fun stuff. They put on a lot of fun shows. Fun, cool, funny. Just a bunch of good dudes too. I love Glass Cannon and the stuff that they do. Also, make sure you subscribe to Revolution Rosies. Put your hands for Jessica. You know, it's sad that put your hands doesn't make more noise, but I'll do like sign language. There we go. And we're cool there. So, but yeah, subscribe to Revolution Rosies. It's a fun podcast. I've listened to a couple episodes myself. And of course, like, keep an eye out for anything Electrical Circus is doing. You're streaming live on Saturday from Yellow Cab Cabaret. Was that the name of it?
Yeah. Yep.
Awesome. So somebody said what?
Oh, that was my
Doesn't matter.
kid.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, thank you guys for doing the show. This has been a blast. We'll see you guys next week.
Thanks.
Yeah, like and subscribe and stuff.
This is Mixlot Production. This is Mixlot Production.